Today we will learn the basics of Cisco Packet Tracer part for using routers. Before going into the details, we will see the outcome. In the previous lecture, we understood how to connect two different local area networks using router theoretically. And now, we will see how to connect two different local area networks using router practically with the help of Cisco Packet Tracer. We will just have a recapture on routers. A router is a device that connects two or more different local area networks, and it has a layer 3 device that operates in network layer, and it has memory, and it stores routing table in its memory. And routers are inevitable device in the internet because internet is a connection of enormous network where every network is going to use different IP schemes, and internet is a collection of different networks with different IP schemes with different protocols, and routers are inevitable devices in the internet. We just have recapture on the working of router as well.
This is a router. It has two interfaces. This is interface number 1 and this is interface number 2. This interface is going to be connected to one local area network, and this interface is connected to other local area network. And the IP address of this interface is a default gateway for all the PCs or devices in this local area network. Likewise, the IP address of this interface is the default gateway for all the PCs in this local area network. We will just replace this scenario using Cisco Packet Tracer. So in Cisco Packet Tracer, we are going to establish inland communication. So, to do this, we will open the Cisco Packet Tracer. So in the workplace, firstly, we will create two local area networks. So for that, I am bringing the Cisco switch. I'll bring two switches. These two switches are used for creating two different local area network. So let me create a local area network. Number 1, this side. And let me create other local network this side. And let us have only 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. These 3 pieces are going to be in this local area network, and these 3 pieces are going to be in this local area network. And we will need cables, internet straight through cable, in order to connect the devices. So I'm using Ethernet straight cable to connect the devices, or the devices to connect switch. Similarly, the same cable is used to connect these pieces to the switch. I have completed connecting the cables between the switch and the PCs.
So we will now assign the IP address to all the individual PCs. We will just establish a local area network. So for this PC, let us use the IP addressing scheme as 10.0.0.1, and the IP address of this PC be 10.0.0.2, and let the IP address of this PC be 10.0.0.3.
Likewise, we have to assign IP address to this local area network also. So here, for this local area network, I am preferring 192.168.1.1, and for this PC, this is 192.168.1.2, and for the last PC, it is obviously going to be 192.168.1.3.
So far, we have established a local area network, and we will check whether local area network works fine or not. So from this PC, let me ping this PC. The IP address of this PC is 10.0.0.3. So let me check on this PC. Go to command prompt from this PC. Let me ping 10.0.0.3. Yeah, we are able to get reply. It means these computers are reachable. Similarly, from this PC, we have to check whether communication is there with PC. So this is in this 10.0.0.2. Yeah, we are able to get reply. So this local area network is working fine. We will now ensure that whether this local area network fine, go to the first PC, which is having the IP address 192.168.1.1.
We know ipconfig is the command that is used to see the IP configuration from this PC, that is 192.168.1.1. We will ping 1.2.1.3, so we will check ping 192.168.1.2. Yeah, we are getting replies. Similarly, ping 1.2.168.1.3. Yeah, this local area network is also working fine because we are able to get reply. So we have established local area network 1 and local area network 2.
So let me give a label like this. This is LAN 1 and this is using the IP scheme 10.0.0.0 with a subnet mask 255.0.0. throughout this network. And this is local area network 2 and this is using the IP scheme 192.168.1.0 with 255.255.255.0.
So it means if this computer wants to send some data packets to this computer, it needs a router to do this communication. Now we will bring in a router into our scenario. So let's go to the routers. Let me choose 2911 router. Click on the router and bring the router here. So we need some interfaces in this router so as to connect an interface to this local area network, another interface to this local area network. Let's go and see the physical view of this router. Click on this router. Here this router has some interfaces. Used have a switch. This switch, when you click on the switch, now it is in off state. When you click on the switch, it is on state now. So the router is turned on now. We will just go to the config tab. The device is still booting. We don't want to deal with this now. The device is now on. We can see 3 interfaces are in the router. Gigabyte Ethernet 00, Gigabyte Ethernet 01, and Gigabyte Ethernet 02. We need only 2 interfaces in order to connect these 2 local area networks. So let the third interface be unused. So what cable is used in order to connect the switch to this router? This is a layer 2 device and this is a layer 3 device. Switch is a layer 2 device, router is a layer 3 device. So they are different devices. So obviously we need Ethernet straight through cable in order to connect. So very important configuration. Please have a look on this. Click on the switch and we have Gigabyte Ethernet 01 point available in the switch. Let me use this Gigabyte Ethernet 01. So this cable is connected in the switch in Gigabyte Ethernet 01. Similarly, click on the router. We have 3 interfaces or ports. Gigabyte Ethernet 00, Gigabyte Ethernet 01, and Gigabyte Ethernet 02. Let me plug it into Gigabyte Ethernet 00. We have to use the same type of cable, that is the Ethernet straight through cable. So from this switch, let me use Gigabyte Ethernet 01 port and plug the cable to the Internet Gigabyte Ethernet 01. Let me put a label for better illustration. So this side, it is using Gigabyte Ethernet 00. The name of this interface is Gigabyte Ethernet 00. Let me copy this and let me paste it here. And this side, it is Gigabyte Ethernet 01. By default, the ports in the routers are turned off. That is, they will be in shutdown mode. We are required to turn it on, and please note the interface name this side interface, it is Gigabyte Ethernet 00. And this side, it is Gigabyte Ethernet 01. Please make a note of this, and we are required to assign an IP address to this interface. And this IP address should be in this local area network. This PC is having 10.0.0.1 and this PC is with 10.0.0.2 and this PC is having the IP address 10.0.0.3 and this PC is having the IP address 192.168.1.1 and this PC is having 192.168.1.2 and the last PC is having the IP address 192.168.1.3. I have put in a label just to identify the IP address of each PC. We will assign the IP address to this interface. It is 10.0.0.4 and to this interface, let it be 192.168.1.4. In the label only, I have given the IP address. It has no role to play with the scenario. Now, we are required to give this IP address to the interface. To assign IP address to this interface, we know the name of the interface is Gigabyte Ethernet 00. Let's just click on the router. Go to the Gigabyte 00 configuration part. Click on this and we will assign the IP address as 10.0.0.4. And by default, it uses the same subnet mask. If you observe, the status of the port Gigabyte Ethernet 00 is not turned on. Just click this. Now, it is turned on. You can now see the port is turned on. Similarly, we have to assign 192.168.1.4 to this interface and we will turn this interface on. Click on the router, go to Gigabyte Ethernet 01 and we are required to assign 192.168.1.4 and we are required to turn the port on. So just give some time for the routers and switches to configure themselves or just simply click fast forward time. Now, the entire setup is ready. One side, it is having a different local area network and another side, it is having a different local area network. So far, we have completed the configuration. Let this be the source computer and let this be the destination computer.
We will try pinging from 10.0.0.2 to 192.168.1.1. It means let this be the destination computer and let this be the source computer. From this configuration document to manual issue document ping 192.168.1.1. You can observe that we are not getting replies. Did we miss something? Yes, we failed to run configuration. We will try pinging the second computer ping 192.168.1.2 and for the screen request also we won't get replies. Why? Because we missed one thing in the configuration and if you observe the packets are not reaching the destination and we will troubleshoot this problem. The problem is the interface. The IP address of this interface is 10.0.0.4 and this is the default gateway for all applications. IP configuration and still the default gateway is 10.0.0.4 and similarly we just copy this and paste it on all the pieces of this local area network. So all the pieces are having the default gateway as 10.0.0.4 and the default gateway for all these pieces will be 192.168.1.4. Click on this PC, go to the IP configuration. It is 192.168.1.4. Just select it and press Ctrl C for copy and paste this in the default gateway of all the other pieces. We command prompt ping 192.168.1.1. It means I am pinging the first computer. Sometimes the first packet will fail, but in this way we will get reply for the second packet and henceforth we will get reply for all the packets. I repeat the same execution, but now we are able to get replies for all the packets. At the same time, we will ping the second PC also. Ping 192.168.1.2. That is the second PC in the second local area network. First packet may go fail for the first time, but later on all the packets will be successful. Yeah, you could notice that now we are able to get reply. Now we will see it in the simulation mode because we have done it in the real-time mode. Now we will see it in the simulation mode. Go to the simulation mode and take a packet. Let this be the source computer and let this be the destination computer. Now it's in progress. Click capture bar forward. The switch received this packet and first time communication switch always broadcast, but it is not going to be the case in the second time communication and first time communication in the first packet because we are initiating this request for the first time. The first packet normally gets failed. Now we will observe the second communication. This is the source and this is the destination and it is in progress capture. Now you are clear with interline communication is Cisco packet tracer. And that's it guys. I hope now understood how to connect to the two different local area networks using router practically in Cisco packet tracer. I hope you guys enjoyed the lecture and thank you for watching.